What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is COD Espresso and welcome back to another Infinite Warfare video here today on the channel. Today, what we're going to be talking about is something that may or may not please or displease a lot of people here within this. A lot of people may love to hear this and a lot of people may be quite upset by this, but we're going to be talking about the fact that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is not going to be coming to last generation consoles, that being Xbox 360 as well as PlayStation 3. So this source is pretty straightforward here, as it actually comes from Infinity Ward directly from their Twitter. Someone tweeted them, "Will Infinite Warfare be on PlayStation 3?" So simply they replied, "No, it will not." So their plain, straight, simple, and sweet is the answer. No, it's not going to be on last generation, which is 360 and PlayStation 3 once again. And for a lot of people, this may be something that I'm not sure how you'll take it. I know a lot of you guys are already upgraded to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One here that do follow my channel, but there also are people that either just find the videos that I put out talking about last generation, or a lot of you guys that actually do still have 360s and PlayStation 3s as your primary console. And to that, there's nothing wrong with that, but it is something that it is now an obsolete console in terms of game development. There is way too much stuff that goes into games now that now exceeds what previous generation console hardware could put up with and tolerate and run at a decent pace. So I understand where it comes down to money with a lot of people. It can be something that is a little bit stressful where there is not that cash that you can have to allocate just to play a game every so often, but it is something that Activision actually has done quite a good job here at keeping the last generation in the loop within this. A lot of other game developers immediately dropped last generation. A lot of them just totally dropped all support here for it, but Activision gave us 3 years here of a transition period and a transition cycle into new games where it's only on current generation. I personally didn't think that Black Ops 3 was going to be on last generation, but it was. It wasn't anything too spectacular, but it was there, and it really was a cut and dry version of the game. It wasn't even 60 frames per second, and the graphics weren't really that great either. So it's something that going forward, if it were to be ported back, it would probably be a lot uglier than Black Ops 3, which is something that isn't necessarily the greatest thing to think about. But if you really want to put it in an optimistic standpoint here for this, it also gives the Infinity Ward development team a lot more room to work with. They don't have to constantly be thinking about what is this other studio going to do to port this out to last generation, what's going to need to be cut, everything like that. It gives a lot more wiggle room here in terms of development and really just the focusing on the main aspect. So for that reason, I think that for those that are getting it here on current generation, I think that it's going to be a very great, stable game here in terms of how it actually plays. So with that, I think we're going to wrap it up here today, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Hopefully this was as unbiased as possible. I know this is a touchy subject for some people, but it is news nonetheless here, and something that is kind of really relevant now at this point because it's something that will not be coming to last generation. So for those that are still on last generation, it is a very key and important issue here in terms of your Call of Duty experience. So that's going to wrap it up. I'd love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Do you think the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare should have been ported out to 360 and PlayStation 3, or do you think it is time to move on here to current generation? Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, rating down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on that road to 30,000 subscribers, so every little bit does help and is, as always, greatly appreciated. But my name is COD Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.